Scorpios, welcome. So this is a timeless reading connecting you with one or more of your spirit guides. So we're going to tap into the energy that they want to bring to you, and we'll see what you're doing well and what you also may want to consider working on. And I love this with the unicorn. So I messed up the intro, so I was going to start over, but I'm like, no. As soon as I saw this unicorn, I was like, nope, we're keeping this. So yeah, this is infinite possibilities. So bringing you that strength and courage to shine your light and to be who you are authentically and who you came here to be and what you came here to do. So they're just providing you with that support, that supportive, unconditionally loving energy, and reminding you of the magic that surrounds you, the beauty that transforms you, and require you to listen to the light and your guides, your intuition, source, all of that, opening yourself up to that and going beyond that to be extraordinary. Yes, just infinite possibilities and abundance available to you. That is the energy that we're looking at here. And I want to know what these guys think that you're doing well. So what is Scorpio doing well? Thank you. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like they're saying you do well at going after your passions and doing the things that you're passionate about. And so I feel like this is in relationships and also as it relates to your career and just in your general life. But I'm hearing like very strongly for some of you, this is in relationships. So yeah, keeping the passion alive for you and your partner and just finding ways to rediscover each other and the love that you have for each other. Okay, also here, just letting go of burdens, letting go of things that aren't serving you. Okay, keeping the hope and the faith and trust in your abilities and everything that's coming to you. All of the abundance that's due to you and that is coming, trusting in that. Okay, so that's definitely something that they're saying you're doing well with. Okay, so this is a lot, but we'll take it. So we have the Four of Cups here. So I feel like also in those moments where you feel like you could be a little more appreciative, when you feel like, you know, drained, or you're feeling like those lower vibrational energies and wanting to connect with that energy and stay in that energy, you do a good job of letting that go here. Okay, so some of you are still working on that process, but many of you are at that place where you are able to recognize those energies and not connect with them, and instead focus on more positive, unconditionally loving energies. Okay, yes, and also your work with the community and with your soul family, you're being praised for that. So you may actually be out there in the community doing work, influencing others, and this could be in many forms. Like I said, you could be actually out there doing work, helping, volunteering, or you could be just being an ear, lending an ear so people can talk and being there for people and listening to people. Or you could be just inspiring people by the videos that you're posting or the artwork that you're doing and selling. Yeah, there's lots of ways that you can be an influence to others, and it's not just about like giving your money. There's other things that you're doing that you're being praised for. Some of you, it is about the financial support that you're providing and giving back. But others of you, it's about the other things, all of the many other things that you're doing. And it's all things that you feel excited by, that you feel happy to do, that you feel content, that you feel joy when you do. And it's inspirational to others. Okay, and also letting chapters end and new ones begin. Yeah, so you've definitely understood that process and you're allowing it to happen, is what I'm hearing. Right? And you're identifying like, okay, on this new journey, on this new chapter, on this new timeline, on this new frequency, what do I desire? Let me put that out there so I can co-create that with the universe. Okay, so what else? What else does Scorpio do well? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So I feel like also this is about creating balance here. So So I feel like some of you are still kind of working on, and we're all always working on growing and expanding our spirituality, but some of you, there are some energies that you're adjusting to and recognizing and realizing that you need to let go of. So you are in that process of doing that. Some of you have already done that, and you know the energies that you want to connect with in the future. But others of you, it is a process, and you're working through that, and you're being acknowledged for understanding it, recognizing it, and working on it. And others of you are being congratulated for moving through that. Okay. All right, so why is the Hermit here in reverse? Give me one card of clarity, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, so I feel like some of you may be like a little too in your head, and you're recognizing that and realizing it, and you're bringing that those energies into the present space, right? And letting go of things that have happened in the past, or letting go of just this hyper focus on your future. You're staying in the present moment, and that's what this is about, and what you're being recognized for. Okay. What else? So for some of you, this is also about like maintaining your friendships and relationships from the past. Those that are beneficial and helpful to you. Those that are unconditionally loving. Not those relationships that just don't provide any value. They've never been helpful to you other than to show you what you don't want, and how you don't want to be, and the energy that you don't want around you. But either way, still beneficial to you in some way. And you've recognized that, and you're only going to keep those soul ties with individuals that are unconditionally loving. Every other tie you're letting go of, and you're being recognized for doing that, and having the strength, the power, and the courage, and the bravery to do that, and to let go. All right, so this is also you letting go of vices, and committing to improving in the way that you feel, and what feels best to you, and what you feel comfortable with doing. But this is about you improving in particular areas, and letting go of some vices that you may have, or some habits. Even it could be old, outdated ideas and thought processes, letting those things go and allowing better to come through. And as you're doing that as well, letting go and letting better come through, but you're also recognizing and realizing like how much better is coming through. It's like a lot more. You're doing a little to let go of things, but you're receiving a lot more. Excuse me. Okay, so now let's look at what we feel, not we, but what do your guys feel that Scorpio can work on. Okay, what else? Thank you. What else? Thank you. Okay. All right, so we have the moon. Okay, so I feel like there's even more messages available to you. Excuse me. Connecting with your intuition, connecting with your higher self and source and your guides. There's more information. So you think like, okay, I got it. I'm connected, I'm receiving, but they are telling you there's more. There's so much more. And as you continue to strengthen your intuition and your connection, you will receive. So we have Page of Wands here as well. So I feel like also for this moon, there's messages just in your environment more that you can see. So this is about also opening up your eyes in your environment or relationships or at work. So whatever resonates with you, wherever you feel like I might be, blinded to some things that are going on here, that's what we're talking about. So wherever you feel that, that's what we're talking about, because there's also more there, and it will reveal itself in time, but you can also open yourself up and receive it clearly and more quickly. Okay, so we have that Page of Wands, and we also have Temperance. Okay, yeah. So creating more balance, I feel like body, mind, and soul, and with your external environment. So those individuals in your environment, like your family and friends, yeah, soul family as well, just creating balance in that area, as well as we spoke to creating balance body, mind, and soul. So in what ways could you be more balanced? Can you create balance? And I know already it's incorporating more of your self-care practices. So I always speak to meditation, and I'm always going to promote that. But what other practices do you have that connect you more with your authentic self? So that could be journaling, coloring, sculpting, painting, writing, getting out into nature, exercising. Yeah, whatever those practices are, you're being guided to do more of them. So what else do we have for our Scorpio? Thank you. Okay, the Lovers. Okay, so this, you're also being guided to what is it that you desire as it relates to love and relationships, and that's what you're being guided to focus on and work through, as well as, again, we're speaking about that balance here, creating balance and harmony within yourself and your connection to source and your higher self as well. So the Lovers can be like your connection with yourself, or it can also be your connection with others in the physical. Okay, so whatever resonates, and maybe both resonates with you, but you're being guided to focus on those connections and to grow them. So we have Page of Swords. Okay, so yeah, this may involve creating, not necessarily creating, but coming into and allowing new ideas, new thoughts, new philosophies as it relates to loving the self, self-love, and also relationships as well. So there's new information that you get. Okay, Scorpio, I'm hearing like, all right, don't be coming for me, right? Like you think you know everything, you think you have all the answers, and you do. You absolutely do. We all do. However, there's different ways that you can reframe things so that you can have different perspectives that are going to teach you other lessons that you came here to learn and to know. Okay, so you think you know this and you think you learned that particular lesson, but your guides are saying, you haven't, right? There's so much more that you can learn and do. And again, just different perspectives of how you can see and view a situation that's going to teach you and it's going to provide lessons to you. So that's what this is saying. Like, yes, you got it. You know everything. You got this. But there's more. There's so much more. Okay. So what else? What else? What else? Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we have our Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like as far as your finances are concerned, many of you are getting on track, or you're already on track, and you're just strengthening your foundation and continuing to build upon your foundation. So I feel like for some of you, there's more that you can do, and it will come to you when you're ready. So as you elevate your frequency and your vibration, those new opportunities will come to you. And if you want them to come faster, elevate your frequency and vibration, okay? So you can do that through your visualizations of what it feels like to be in that energy and to have all that you desire and to achieve and accomplish some goals that you have, and releasing that into the universe, and then staying on that frequency and that vibration. And that's what opens up the abundance to come to you and connect with you. So we also have the Three of Pentacles here. Yeah, so I feel like there's some inspired action that goes with building the financial foundation. And so this could be with like projects or collaborations or other work that you want to do that you actually feel passionate about and inspired to do. So again, that's what we're talking about here. I'm not saying like, oh, you know, go work overtime at the job that you really can't stand and you really don't want to be doing. No, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about those things that you feel passionate about. Like, yeah, you're a painter, you do that in your spare time and you want to start selling your artwork. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. moving in that direction, setting that up to allow you to be financially free and to receive based off of your gifts and your talents and abilities. Okay. All right, wonderful. So let's see, do we have anything else for our Scorpio? So let's just check before we get some oracles here. Thank you. Okay, Two of Swords. Okay, yeah, so definitely calling in that intuition, because like I said, yes, you're doing it and you're being praised for your connection. There's more though. There's more. The key to this, the everything I'm hearing is that there's more. Like, you think that this is it, but there's so much more. And you opening yourself up to that and continuing with your self-care practices and continuing to do what you enjoy and feel passionate about is what is going to start opening things up and bringing more abundance to you. All right, so the King of Cups. Okay, Scorpio, so you're also being guided to be more constructive in handling your emotions and call on that emotional intelligence. Okay, because I feel like for some of you, and this is a specific message for some of you, you are not necessarily being authentic in your communication. And this I'm hearing in particular is with a partner, right? A partner of some sort. And I'm hearing romantic. So again, if this doesn't apply to you, then just leave it, because it's a message for someone. But yeah, there's more authenticity that you can display in that connection and in that communication, and manage your emotions more effectively and communicate more constructively. And that's going to help you to get back to that unconditionally loving space and relationship with your partner. Okay. All right. So let's see what else. Let's get some oracles. What other messages do you have for our Scorpios? Thank you. All right. So we have birds or messengers we use to connect with you. Awesome. All right, so you may want to look up the spiritual significance of birds if you do feel called to do that, but you're being told right here, right now, yeah, we're connecting with you through birds. So we have put on your dancing shoes or walk along the beach. We encourage you to do more and to move. I love it, because we did speak to that, incorporating more of those self-care practices into your everyday life. Excuse me. And there's also this message of finding new ones. So we talked about artwork and drawing, but maybe also sculpting is something that you may enjoy. Okay. Or coloring even. Or like glass blowing. I don't know where that came from, but I saw a vision of that. So yeah, this is about just exploring those things that make you feel good. Okay. And expanding upon that. We also have the master number of 33 here. So I will put a short in there in the video description where you can look at the master number 33 and just get some general information on what that means. But you can also just Google it as well and get information that way if you feel called to do that. Okay, so what other messages do we have for our Scorpio? Let's take two. All right, so we have turquoise and forget-me-not with balance, cracking open, deep healing, and balancing karma. All right, so yeah, you're getting into that space, and we spoke to like, okay, there may be areas where you could be a little more constructive with your communication. So just be mindful of that and how you can create more balance in all situations, because you can definitely... You are killer with them words, and you can definitely trigger individuals like nothing, like it's nothing. Okay, so that's being called out here, and you're being guided to, you know, be a little more constructive as it relates to that. Like, you know your power and you know what you can do. So pay attention to that and use your power for good. So we have citrine and dandelion, and I'm also being called to like the turquoise here really quickly. So I know turquoise has some wonderful spiritual meanings. So if you do have it, wear it, meditate with it. Also, if you don't have it, you can call in its power and energy to support you through your prayers and meditation. But yeah, definitely with the turquoise, you may also want to look up the spiritual significance and the benefits and meaning of turquoise as well, because you're going to find some information there that's helpful to you. And then we also have citrine and dandelion. So citrine, same thing, look it up. Wear it, keep it with you, call in its energy and power. And so this is like a clearing type of energy, a cleansing type of energy, and you opening yourself up to magic, okay? Because unicorns are quite literally magic, and you have your guidance here to allow the magic to happen and come through to you. We also have butterflies here, and these are unicorns, but for some reason I'm hearing like horses as well. So I know there is spiritual significance of horses that if you feel called to, you can look up. And then butterflies. Okay, so what other messages? So we have, you are here for a purpose, learning, realizing what matters to you, like refocusing on what is important and what's a priority to you. Because I feel like you may have a lot of things going on. You may have a lot of avenues that you can go down, a lot of paths you can take, but you really want to take the path that fills you with joy, that gets you excited. And if you have multiple paths, then focus on only the ones that create like a little bit more joy, a little bit more excitement, that make you feel like I like this one a little bit better. Yeah, pick that one. And then you can incorporate others as you're going down that path, as you have the time to do it, as you feel guided to do it, and as you feel called to do it. And we have, let go of a fixed plan, allow for spontaneity and growth. I feel like, Scorpio, you are spontaneous, so this is just a reconfirmation of that, to be in that energy more, right? Do what feels good. Okay, what else? So we also have the explorer. I mean, it's right here. Spontaneity, growth, and exploration. Okay. And then we also have nature. Okay, so for some of you, this is a trip in nature. And others, this is just getting out into nature more. Okay. All right, so I feel like there's like camping or nature, or like being around like Niagara Falls, or just some sort of waterfall where the water is plentiful is what I'm seeing. Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna find like a lot of peace and healing in that space. What else? So we have vast vistas with nomads, steppes of Mongolia. Okay, so here we do have that river, we have that water, and we have nature. So getting back into nature. We also have, I believe that's like an eagle, maybe, or some sort of bird here. So birds may have some spiritual significance to you, as well as snakes. Okay. So we have star being, healing codes, important information, wounds are healed, and recharging. I love that, because there is this message of just replenishing yourself, and being out in nature and getting out into nature is one that's going to help you do that. So through your exploration, through you getting out into nature, and like I'm seeing you meditating during that time, or just sitting in peace and calm and relaxation, and that's what's going to do it for you. Okay, Scorpio, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment to let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.